Hello, everyone. I'm Paul Melrose, Assisting Pastor of Pastoral Care here at First United Methodist Church of Madison. One of the things that I do for the church is coordinate our devotions. And this week we're doing something a little different, a little special. Beginning today, we will be running a devotion. It's the reading of a book called Braiding, Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. It's a collection of indigenous wisdom and other similar things. The readings are shared by members of our congregation, and this will run from today, Tuesday, through Saturday. So if you miss it or would like to come back and rejoin the folks and learn more, concentrate more, think more about what this reading shares, you have the opportunity to do so. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you will enjoy this during Thanksgiving week.
Welcome in this season of Thanksgiving. My name is Mark Fowler. I'm the lead pastor at First United Methodist Church in Madison, Wisconsin. There has been a book group in our church that has spent 2 months reading Braiding, Sweetgrass. And they have been excited to share with all of us the importance of giving thanks as the Onondaga Nation and many of the native and indigenous peoples of this land have shared Thanksgiving from the earliest time. Long before English was a language spoken, long before the traditions of November Thanksgiving had been put into place, there was the practice of daily Thanksgiving. We've been asked in our mind's eye to travel to upstate New York. Black-haired children file into the entrance of the elementary school on the Onondaga Nation Reserve there in upstate New York. A purple and white flag flies outside, colors that depict the Hiawatha Wampum. Here the school week begins and ends with the Thanksgiving address, a river of words as old as the people themselves, words known more accurately in the Onondaga language as the words that come before all else. The ancient order of protocol sets gratitude as the highest priority. The gratitude is directed straight to the ones who share their gifts with the world. And so there all classes stand together in the atrium, and one grade each week has responsibility for the oratory, the Thanksgiving address. Together, in their language, they begin the recitation. It is said that the people were instructed to stand and offer these words whenever they gathered, no matter how many or how few, before anything else was done. Thanksgiving. In this ritual, their teachers remind them that every day, beginning with where their feet first touch the earth, we send greetings and thanks to all members of the natural world. It has been said, the Thanksgiving address is at heart an invocation of gratitude itself, but it is also a material scientific inventory of the natural world. Another name for the oration is greetings and thanks. As it goes forward, each element of the ecosystem is named at its turn, along with its function. It is a lesson in indigenous science. The address is not brief. It gives us time to center. When we greet all of the elements of nature that sustain us, it will not be brief or fleeting. And perhaps its power rests in the length of time it takes to send greetings and thanks to so many. We could be passive and just let the words and time flow by. But each call asks us for a response. You will hear it in each Thanksgiving. Join it in your mind. allow it to escape your lips. Now our minds are one. Now our minds of one. We give ourself to the listening. It is rare in this day when we survive on sound bites and news that gratifies us for just a moment, and then we are hungry for the next gratification. This bids us listen deeply to words that open each week and close each week over many eons of time. Now our minds are one. In this season, in each day, gratitude is our first priority. A mother explains that the Thanksgiving address embodies the Onondaga relationship with the world. Each part of creation is thanked in turn for fulfilling its creator-given duty to the others, an everyday reminder that we have been given enough. Everything needed to sustain life is already here. The Thanksgiving address reminds us that we already have everything we need and reminds us that duties and gifts are two sides of the same coin. The power of gratitude begins a cycle of reciprocity. We are invited to repeat the words. They are a gift to the world, and they are to be shared. We are grateful that members of the Braiding Sweetgrass class, Braiding Sweetgrass, subtitled Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teaching of Plants, that they lead us through the Thanksgiving address. You may want to see it all as a single piece. I invite you to do that. But it will remain online so that you can come back to it and utilize it as your own beginning of each day. We thank Holly Johnson, who has been the engineer that has put this all together for us, for musicians and others who have contributed to this reading. A Thanksgiving address, a blessed season, and blessings for every day.
Today we have gathered, and we see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as one, as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Now our minds are one.
We are thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us everything that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk about upon her. It gives us joy that she still continues to care for us, just as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother, we send thanksgiving, love, and respect. Now our minds are one.
We give thanks to all of the waters of the world for quenching our thirst, for providing strength and nurturing life for all beings. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain mists and streams, rivers and oceans, snow and ice. We are grateful that the waters are still here and meeting their responsibility to the rest of creation. Can we agree that water is important to our lives and bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to the water? Now our minds are one.
We turn our thoughts to all the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. They also give themselves to us as food. We are grateful that they continue to do their duties, and we send to the fish our greetings and our thanks. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn toward the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain many life forms. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one.
When we look about us, we see that the berries are still here, providing us with delicious food. The leader of the berries is the strawberry, the first to ripen in the spring. Can we agree that we're grateful that the berries are here with us in the world? And send out our Thanksgiving love and respect to the berries. Now our minds are one.
With one mind, we honor and thank all the food plants we harvest from the garden, especially the three sisters who feed the people with such abundance. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and fruit have helped the people survive. Many other living things draw strength from them as well. We gather together in our minds all the plant foods and send them a greeting and thanks. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn to the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are so happy that there are still among us those special few who remember how to use the plants for healing. With one mind, we send thanksgiving love and respect to the medicines and the keepers of the medicines. Now our minds are one.
Standing around us, we see all the trees. The earth has many families of trees who each have their own instructions and use. Some provide shelter and shade, others fruit and beauty and many useful gifts. The maple is the leader of the trees to recognize its gift of sugar when the people need it most. Most people of the world recognize a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank the tree life. Now our minds are one.
We gather our minds together to send our greetings and thanks to all the beautiful animal life of the world who walk about with us. They have many things to teach us as people. We are grateful that they continue to share their lives with us and hope that it will always be so. Let us put our minds together as one and send our thanks to the animals. Now our minds are one.
Put our minds together as one and thank all the birds who move and fly about over our heads. The Creator gave them the gift of beautiful songs. Each morning they greet the day and with their songs remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader and to watch over the world. To all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one.
We are thankful for the powers we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh us and purify the air we breathe. They help to bring the change of seasons. From the four winds they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind, we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thunder's voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers.
We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day, without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. He is the source of all the fires of life. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one.
We put our minds together and give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of women all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. Let us gather our thanks for Grandmother Moon together in a pile, layer upon layer of gratitude, and then joyfully fling that pile of thanks high into the night sky that she will know. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. Now our minds are one.
We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them at night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered as one, we send greetings and thanks to all the stars. Now our minds are one.
We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help throughout the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to these caring teachers. Now our minds are one.
We now turn our thoughts to the Creator, or Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here on Mother Earth. For all the love that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one.
We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it is not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. And now our minds are one.